Hello, everyone, and welcome to this catch up with you guys that I didn't see this morning. And I hope you're all well. So I just thought I'd catch up with you and have a live chat about the trooping of the colours. And well, I've been so busy. I've been so busy today. It's uploading videos, taking videos down, so it's been constantly busy for me today. So I hope you're going to catch me live here. I'll just give you a minute or two. I'm just going to get my cards and my pendulum and things like that while I'm waiting. You guys, and I may do a daily read. I think I did a daily read this morning, but I can do one again for you. But just give me a minute. We're just waiting for people to come here and see if we get anybody chatting live. Okay, we'll just give a few minutes. So I have had a really busy day, and we've got here on British television here at the moment. We have got like a catch up as well for British people who didn't see it this morning. But hi everyone. I don't know whether I'm going to get many people or they're actually, watching the catch up here on TV. Looks like there's not many people around. Okay, so I did promise that I would come on at this time. Okay, so I did promise that I was coming on this time. So what did you guys think about the trooping of the colours today? It was absolutely magnificent, wasn't it? And they've been practicing this for weeks. Okay, and in the UK, the last few days, as it's been raining all the time for the last few days, so they've been practicing in the pouring rain. So we're lucky that these guards, these soldiers actually haven't got pneumonia because they've been practicing in torrential rain in London here. So I'm going to start off with the daily read, guys, and I have got energies too about the balcony and all of this. Hi Verna, hi Christina, hi Marianne. Yeah, so this is like a radio show because I've done so many videos today, and I came on live this morning, and I did a live show, which was disastrous because when it got to the balcony, I got cut off. Guys, which I was a little bit taken aback by that. So struggling to get back online, which I didn't. I decided to compile some readings, but I just get this feeling that this trooping the colours is so protected. It's like the only people that can broadcast this every single year, they must have got copyrights or the rights to this. Is the BBC, and unless somebody, other kind of media people have got cameras there. There's been a numerous amount of people trying to put content up today on the trooping of the colours, and it's been taken down because of copyrights and things like that. So very kind of you have to be careful who you choose to get your content, the footage from, Now I have sorted that out, but I realised that the original one that I did that was live was actually the BBC. So I decided anyway. It didn't look um, so kind. It looked a bit kind of dodgy anyway. The connection was in and out, and I thought, well, I'd rather make a video, and people can who didn't catch it can actually look at that and catch up. So so I hope you enjoyed it. But there was lots of, this kind of. I mean, how can the BBC actually own the trooping of the colours? What do they have to pay the royal family to be able to film them on the balcony close up? I don't understand, because there is other people filming, and not many, but are allowed to. And this is like, this has been the problem today, and I guess with the Daily Mail, but I guess also the Daily Mail would have had their own people filming, because I was told that the Daily Mail had to take some footage down. So lots and lots of people have had to take footage down over this, this trooping of the colours. In fact, I do get an energy here of it causing lots of uproar with media people. Partly, no, I get no close-ups. Now, this is only, the permission is only being given to the BBC to take close-ups. That I feel that the BBC have been talked to who they can film, who to focus on, who not to focus on, and that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting here with. It's been a very kind of difficult time today with the media filming this trooping of the colours. Yeah, no close-ups and that kind of thing. Only so many yards. God knows why. What are they trying to hide? So yeah, we do own the BBC and the licence fees. Yes, we do. The British public. But yeah, I agree. I like the BBC. But when it comes to, because I'm also dealing with the media here and what I'm allowed to publish and what I'm not allowed to publish, I feel there's been some kind of bit of a media frenzy out there of, I mean, look at the Daily Mail. They had to take something down today. And that's the Daily Mail. So you imagine. So I've been very careful of the footage that I've been using, and made sure that it was not the BBC, and all of this kind of thing. Okay. What's that? Hard true. Yeah. Yes, you were absolutely correct. Despite it seeming impossible that that woman is pregnant. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel it's as been as strict as it has been today. And also, I did notice as well in the carriages there that Prince Harry was looking over at Kate and looking at her legs. I mean, so you guys are probably saying, don't be so ridiculous. But I've been slowing a lot of my footage down, okay? And I've been slowing the footage down, and Harry is like, he looked at her legs and that kind of thing. So anyway, enough of that. I've actually got it on the TV now on BBC, and it's like it's coverage again of it, like a like a special catch-up program on it. Yeah, so they're just going to in the carriages here to Buckingham Palace to wait for the Queen. And there's Harry and Meghan and Camilla and and Kate in the same carriage. So that, I think that's a PR thing, isn't it? That's a PR thing to make it look as if that's okay. So yeah, well, I saw him glance at her legs there, but anyway, I suppose that I suppose he's a man, isn't he? Um, I thought it was a beautiful day. You know, the Queen in the glass carriage. It was like a fairy tale, wasn't it? I don't know the history of that glass carriage, but it must be from like Victorian times. There, I wonder if they've made that glass now bulletproof. I'm not. Sorry, I don't mean to put some kind of negative spin on that, but you know, because it is like the Pope, isn't it, in a way? Well, she's not like the Pope, but she's in a glass carriage, so everybody can see her. And let's remember that the Queen has been doing this for years and years and years, and she this is what she does. You know, she is she's the sovereign. She's the sovereign, and you know, sitting in that glass carriage all alone, I did feel a little bit sorry for her this morning. I thought, goodness, she's on her own. But in all honesty, thinking about it, the Queen has been doing this for many years. In fact, I think I remember footage where Queen Victoria was in that carriage at some point. So it's got to be quite old, that carriage. So yeah, she's got Princess Anne behind, and I'm trying to see if I can see. I think even Princess Anne's husband is like dressed as one of the guards. I don't know. It looks like her husband, but it wouldn't surprise me if Princess Anne's husband didn't. Oh gosh, I know. Get Meghan, and she's again. She's got a handbag covering her tummy, and it is like a yeah. She can see the camera looking at her, and I feel that the BBC filming this. I think I get here the BBC that have the rights to film this, and you know, are allowed in the grounds and are allowed close to this procession. Of kind of gosh, Meghan looks so uncomfortable. She looks like you know, she still looks like a fish out of water. You know, she looks just so out of place. I just get that energy. I feel the energy that she just feels out of place. So I do feel that gosh, yeah, going back to the BBC, this is their baby every single year. You know, this is like they keep this very guarded. It's they're the ones that are allowed in the procession to film. Nobody else, guys. It's just no other media. And if anybody tries to steal any footage, they jump on you like crazy. And I mean, I've had that too, because because I did that footage this morning. It was, you know, it was the BBC. We was watching the television, if you remember, if you was there this morning, and I thought, and straight away I was told to kind of take it down. You know, it's copyright, so I had to take it down, guys. Although it wasn't great footage anyway. So yeah, I'm not the only one. I think I'm not sure, but I'm sure some of the royal YouTube channels as well I was looking to see if they'd actually covered this today, and I saw that they had made some videos, and then when I rechecked, because mine had to be taken down, and when I rechecked, theirs were not there anymore. It was like they deleted them. So I'm not the only one. And also the Daily Mail, I'm not saying I'm equivalent to the Daily Mail, but the Daily Mail had to take one down too, something to do with Princess Anne. I don't know what pointing at Meghan to go and stand to the other side of the balcony or something like that. And they was told to take that down. What's happened, guys, to free speech? So is that, I get what the energies I get here is that the royal family have said you are allowed, like every year, to film the trooping of the colours as long as you stick to some guidelines here. Stick to some guidelines, whatever those guidelines are. I get like close-ups, and things like over, getting too close, that kind of thing. Getting too close, I get that. You're okay as long as you keep at a distance. And I guess that keeping at a distance, and you're trying to film some footage. You're not going to film somebody who's maybe hiding a pregnancy. I'm not, I did pick that up every time I do the pendulum. I still pick that up, that she's pregnant, that I did that uncut reading, that there's a payoff for them to get them out of the way and in hiding to America until, I don't know, because they're trying to hide this. In the carriage, it's hard to tell when you're sitting down. Somebody who is like 4 or 5 months pregnant, it's hard to tell when you're sitting down. It's your clothes ruffle up and that kind of thing. And I think a lot of us have noticed that Meghan, she used to wear tight fit even when she was like 8 months pregnant. I feel that the protocol said you can't wear tight-fitting clothes while you're pregnant. And what did she do? She wore tight-fitting clothes. And all of us ladies who have had these wholesome pregnancies, we've wore flat shoes, and because we know that it's going to affect the spine. If we wear high heels, high heels do affect the spine, even if you're not pregnant. But the fear of falling over as well, if wearing very high stiletto heels, 5-inch heels when you're pregnant, I'd be scared to fall over and have an accident. But she was running around, crouching down really low, and all of that kind of thing. And she was wearing very, very tight clothes, skin tight clothes, when she was like 8 months pregnant. Now, I'm not having a go at Meghan. If she wants to live her life like that, that's up to her. But is it any of our business? If she wants to have a surrogate and she wants to do that, is it our business? I think so, if she's a royal. If she wasn't a royal and she was not married to a prince, and it wasn't our taxpayers' money paying for all this pomp and ceremony that's on the TV today, I think we wouldn't care less if she walked around with a prosthetic belly and 4-inch stiletto heels. Of course we wouldn't care. But a lot of people say, mind your own business. What's it got to do with you? You're racist and all of this. And I think, well, actually, isn't it something to do with us if a British citizen, if it's the royal family, who we always look up to and respect? and that kind of thing as like role models, are very, we have looked at them as like role models, the royal family, who are virtuous and, they're Christians, and they're very kind of, they act with integrity, never lie, and that kind of thing. And then we get like Meghan, who's just kind of, it seems like, so what's your take on that, guys? Would she be a role model then for young girls because of her, talking on podiums with her stiletto shoes on, and oh goodness. Anyway, I'm just looking at this footage, and they're in that yard, where there was doing all the marching, and looking behind, that must be quite painful to ride a horse for that many miles around. And I've got Princess Anne, and William, okay, Andrew, and who's the other one? Who would be the other one? Princess Anne, William, Andrew. Oh, Prince Charles, of course. Prince Charles would be the other one. I'm just looking here, because they must be sat in a very comfortable position, very, to walk that slowly with the horses. They must be sat right upright, bolt upright, swaying with the horse so it doesn't affect the spine. I mean, it must be amazing to actually be part of that, in all honesty. I mean, it must be a great day out. I bet they really, really look forward to it, the royal family, because they love their horses, don't they? And how proud it must be to walk behind their mother, their grandmother, like that. It must be a very kind of proud occasion. Okay, so it's your first Trooping the Colours. Yeah, I actually really, really enjoyed it today. It must be amazing to watch it live, not live on the TV, but to actually be there, around kind of, I forget what that's called. I should know that, but around Buckingham Palace, around that fountain there. And but today, even now, we've got really heavy black clouds outside, and the odd kind of, it looks more like autumn, very kind of a little bit windy, and a lot of heavy showers. So it's not been the greatest weather, in all honesty. So yeah, I did pick up, there's been a lot of, there's always competitiveness when it comes to, belongs to, how can the Trooping of the Colour belong to the BBC? But it does. In fact, they feel this belongs to them. They're the only people that can televise this. And if anybody copies anything from their BBC television programmes, it's illegal to do that. It's their copyrights. So I've had to get footage from non-copyright people who have filmed it, who were not the BBC, and had to kind of take that live show down this morning. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Anne, hello Anne. Did you see her try to get next to the Princess Anne? It's been taken down. That it was with the Daily Mail. I was just talking about how they have taken down footage, and I think none of it. She stuck right in front of her. I'm going to have to look. I need to get that footage, guys. I need to get hold of that footage. So let me know if you know where that is. She stepped right in front of her. Have a look, guys, when we're walking out onto the balcony. Okay, I will have a look at that. Yeah, well, it's on TV now, but I doubt if they'll show that. They may show it. So apparently, the Daily Mail said something about that, and they had to take it down. This is how it's getting here in the UK. We cannot say anything about Meghan, and it seems like, you know what it seems like to me, if you've got somebody who's not playing by the rules and actually trying to protect the royal family, well, when they're protecting the royal family, it looks like they're actually protecting Meghan. What that does, it actually says to Meghan, oh, it's okay, you can do these things. You know, we'll just tread on eggshells around you, and we will protect the royal family. You know, it's not. I don't feel it's right, actually. So if Princess Anne did kind of point to Meghan to go to the other side of the balcony, then that's a sign that they're bloody well fed up with her, really, aren't they? That my predictions are right, that they are actually, with my uncut reading that I've done, the closed reading, that actually they are paying her to go to America. So if they're actually treating her that way, they are quite strict. They are quite strict, and if you ever work for Buckingham Palace or the royal family, there is this kind of, that, you know, it's beyond being strict with anybody. That, you know, you're not allowed to just have friendly chit chat to anybody. If you're an employee, you're not allowed to have friendly chit chat to one of the royals without permission, without maybe a royal family member of family talking to you first. You know, can you actually, you know, be friendly back, kind of thing. I don't think you can just very, very strict of not just barging in and kind of saying what you. So I think Meghan's getting a taste of this. You know, you are a visitor to the royal family, and, you know, and kind of know your place, kind of thing, because the rest of the people know their place. I mean, look at these guards here. Thousands of these guards, all dressed up in this regalia, all dressed up in their red, with their bear helmets and their red uniforms that they've spent hours polishing, all of that just for the Queen. You know, just for the Queen. Everything has to be pristine. All those trumpets, all those, you know, all those guns and things like that have to be polished. All the buttons on their jackets, the buckles on their shoes have to be polished to high standards. Their shoes have to be polished and look like they've been polished. If you look at their shoes, they're very well polished. You know, everything has to be pristine for the Queen. You know, this trooping of the colours, it just kind of shows you You know, this is the respect that we have for the Queen. And in comes this Meghan who who shows no respect by not going by the rules. You know, all these, if you put it in that perspective, yeah, if you put it in that perspective that you've got all these guards here that are all going by the rules and the protocol and all going by these strict kind of guidelines here. I mean, if I was watching that as a newcomer, I'd think, my God, you know, this is such a powerful, you know, family that I wouldn't even dare step out of line. You know, even their trousers have to be all the right length, all the right length, and the shoes have to be so cleaned and shiny that you can see your face in them. Um, I don't understand how anybody could, you know, be cheeky to the royal family, you know. Um, I don't. So anyway, I'm kind of rewatching this Trooping of the Colours. It's back on TV, and I think the Queen has got a cold because she keeps sneezing and she's coughing, and it is quite cold today. It is. It's not a very warm day, in all honesty. But all day I've been working on the Trooping of the Colours for you guys. Okay, and so let's have a look at some of your comments. Let's have a look here. Meghan is cheeky. What's that? Geraldine. Meghan is cheeky because I think she has some kind of personality disorder, maybe bipolar. Yeah, it's like having that mentally ill person in your family, isn't it? Who stares at you for no reason and laughs and giggles for nothing, and you kind of sitting there, or I hope people don't think that's inappropriate, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I kind of get that. Yeah, thank you for that, Geraldine. Yeah, it is like having that mentally sick person in your family, and you're trying to just it's embarrassing, but you're trying to not look embarrassed and just get along with things and ignore it. I guess that's what the royal family are doing, aren't they? Kind of thing, really. Let's have a look. Robin, I watched interviews of the people behind the scenes. Okay. And everything they had to do to get prepared for TTC was very, very important. Every aspect of it, absolutely. And I think even, you know, the royal family have had to do some training for this. Also, you know, rehearsing for this. Oh, they can't have a step out of line, can they? Not one step out of line. All the arms are all at the same distance. When they're swinging the arms in the marching, their legs are all at the same distance. So kind of so precise. I mean, if you're watching it on TV now, I'm watching it on TV, and it's like it's all so, everything is just perfect. And it is lovely. It's lovely to see. It is. I mean, this is wow. Yeah, they have to, their arms, they have to get really close together, and they have to be in unison. Their arms and legs are swinging at the same time. And And even when they stop, their feet are in the same position. An awful lot in this, an awful lot. Okay. Yeah, I actually feel that anybody with a healthy mental health, healthy mind, healthy human being, should I say, with a healthy mind, would kind of, I'm sure, would kind of think, gosh, this kind of thing has been going since the just after the medieval times, and look how much precision is in this, and there's so much work into this. Anybody with the right mental health would kind of understand, would say, I wouldn't dream of doing these things. I will, if I'm too old to have a baby, then really I shouldn't really be entering into the royal family, because the royal family, I mean, Harry will want children. Harry will want children, and I can't have, if I was dating somebody in the royal family and I couldn't have children and he wanted children, I wouldn't think to myself, oh, how could I get round this? How could I wangle my way around this? Oh, I could actually get somebody else to have the baby for me. And if I do fall pregnant by accident, then that's a bonus. I just wouldn't dare to even think that way. I don't know what makes it right for Meghan to think in a way of oh, I'll get my head around this. I'll sort this out. I will get, I will get this prince no matter what. I would think, oh, I can't have, he's going to want kids, so those kids can play with George and Charlotte and all that kind of thing. Oh, I just don't. I guess with a normal mental health, that's what you would do. You'd say, look, you're a prince. Oh yeah. You're going to want about 3 kids. You're only 32, and maybe you should go for somebody younger who's got those years left. Maybe you should go for somebody about 27, so you've got at least the next 10 years to have kids. That's what I would do. I would sacrifice that, because if you don't, you're stepping into, and she's got away with it, hasn't she? She's got away with it. She's been faced with, well, I'm kind of 37 this year, and Harry's going to want kids. He's going to want about 4 kids, and I'm 37. How, anybody in their right mind would say, look, you'd be better off with somebody around 27 that's got 10 years to give you 4 kids. That's what you would think. So, yeah, I don't get it. There must be some mental issue. Okay, you was very disappointed with her dress, Robin. It was too simple and understated for the occasion. Well, maybe she's gone the opposite now. She's like, if I have to look frumpy, then I'm going to look really, really frumpy. I'm going to look like you know, um, I'm going to go over the top by looking unglamorous kind of thing. Okay, Eugene, yeah, the price, yeah, again, that Eugenie's wedding, and you see, she's trying to get along with Eugenie now, isn't she? Because Kate doesn't want to know her. Kate doesn't want to get anything to do with her. But Eugenie, being younger and a little bit more naive, is kind of. I did get that Eugenie's pregnant, and if Eugenie's pregnant and Megan's pregnant, you know they're going to have something in common, and they actually got married in the same year too. They're going to have a lot in common. So I do feel that Megan has been getting quite friendly with Eugenie. Because they're moving to America, don't forget, and Eugenie, they live in America, don't they? So I hope she doesn't kind of mess with Eugenie, you know. Oh, really? Is that why she cut Rose out? Pasha, okay. Kate cut Rose out because her twins were bullying Prince George. Oh, yeah. The thing is, if you've got a best friend and you know the kids have you don't know why those kids have turned on Prince George. Maybe Rose was a little bit jealous of Kate and kind of you never know what they say to the kids to bully the kid, you know, to bully George. Um, yeah, I didn't understand that dress either because at first it was like all blue, all navy. What I feel is if you wear, what does a dark color do? If you wear a dark color, what does a dark color do when you're trying to look slim or thinner than what you are? What do you do? They advise you to wear black, don't they? Black or a dark color. Well, the closest to black that she could get would be navy blue. That she would get away with. So, and even navy blue, I don't feel that's. But then again, it's like, well, you've got to hide something here. Why would you wear dark navy blue to the trooping of the colours? That's what it's all about. It's about colour, you know. I do feel that Eugene is pregnant. I thought we'd hear about it by now, but I thought we would hear about it by now. I don't know why we're not hearing about it. We will hear. I'm sure we will hear about it soon. But I do get that Eugenie, although she's very much into her career, so she's very much into her career. So she may be making sure that she's got some money banked away first, and that's quite a clever thing to do. Is to wait until it was a maternity dress. Do you feel it was a maternity dress? Good sign. Do you feel that because she's got an excuse, hasn't she? She could say, "Well, I've only just had the baby, and on the 6th of May." Yeah, Kate did look amazing. They did. Yeah, a maternity dress. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, overall, it was I feel it was an amazing thing to watch. this Trooping of the Colours, and on the balcony there, and pretty much a long day, I feel. And somebody said they think that this is going to be the Queen's last Trooping of the Colours. I'm not sure if that's so, but yeah, Louis was so lovely. I think I did put a comment that what I pick up is that Kate's got 3 children, yeah, and for a modern couple today, for like 4 children, is an awfully big family for today, because most people, unless you're millionaires, can't afford large families now. So she's looking at Kate and William with their 3 children, and it makes, what it does, having a big family, what it reflects on that. This is how Meghan would see this, because she's very shallow. Okay, that's what I pick up. She would see this as those 3 kids are a great reflection on William and Kate, making them look like good fathers and a good mother, instead of the other way around. It shows that Kate and William are great parents to those children. Meghan would see it the other way. She would see it as those kids make them look really great, and I think she thinks that if I can have as many children as possible as soon as possible, then I will get that same respect, because Meghan's got 4 children. How does she manage? Isn't she amazing? And look at her figure. And look at her, they're so adorable. I think that Meghan would want children for the wrong reasons, so it reflects back on her. Now, that's what I pick up here intuitively. Yeah, and yeah, it's really cute that Louis reached out to his dad there, like it was so natural, like they're hands-on mother and father. Yeah, he is just so cute. Charlotte's cute, George is cute, they're all cute. Yeah, it was just so cute when Louis reached out to I don't know why, I'm actually shuffling my cards, but I don't know why here. So I do feel that I think that I've said this in readings before, that Meghan and Harry will actually be appearing in state occasions like this, like the Trooping of the Colours. But any other time, I think they're going to be out away from the royal family. It's just for PR kind of stunts, well, it's made it quite fashionable for, and I think there's even this in the UK that it's okay for a posh guy to marry marry a mixed race woman, and it's become quite like it makes the guy look good, that he's chosen a mixed raced woman. So there is this kind of, what I pick up intuitively anyway, there is this kind of small section of England that are that are snobs, and they follow what's going on there with like the royal family, and it seems like it makes the guy look as if he's open to to other cultures and open minded to like Harry, you know, open mind to Africa and all of that, and being open because he's travelled vastly. So there is this like pocket of snobs in the UK that are actually choosing mixed race women. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with mixed race women at all, but before it was like, you know, these aristocratic or these top directors, these top business people, I feel would keep to, I don't know, you know, a nice English girl or that kind of thing. But now it's like it's like it's there's now this snobbery that look what my wife, look what my girlfriend, I've got a new girlfriend and she's from Malaysia, or look, I've got a new girlfriend, or I'm going to get engaged to, and she is so intelligent, and she's you know, she's got a mixture of different kind of nationalities. So this seems to be a little bit of like a snobbery kind of fashion, you know, at the moment in the UK, to marry somebody with mixed kind of cultures. Okay, so let's have a look here. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing, isn't it? It is snobbery when somebody posh marries somebody who is like, you know, the total opposite kind of culture. Thank you so much. Total opposite culture. So a posh English man would go for, say, half Japanese and half African, or something very exotic like that. And this is coming a very snobby kind of fashion at the moment. And not just that, they would have to have like a PhD or a master's degree, a PhD doctorate, and that kind of thing to boot. So they'd have to be highly intelligent and also have, and it's like it's good conversation at dinner parties, isn't it? You take your girlfriend to a really posh kind of aristocratic dinner party, and this friend brings along these race, you know, these kind of cultures that who is very highly intelligent. So that's what I'm getting here. It's seems to be that in England at the moment. I don't know how long that's going to last for, whether that's because Harry has chosen, you know, it's acceptable because Harry's chosen Meghan as like, and a lot of these posh guys are going for, you know, Indian culture, and not actually white, you know, which is weird. It's like, yeah, it's weird. It's a weird snobby kind of thing that's going around here. So yeah, so hi everyone, and yeah, so I've had a really busy day. I've had a busy day today with this Trooping of the Colours, trying to get these videos out for you guys, and I hope you've all enjoyed them. Right from this morning to now. So after this live show, I'm going to take a breath, and I'm going to relax. Okay. And I've just been grabbing snacks all day, and I said that I would start this fitness regime, and I haven't, you know. So yeah, so any comments here? Any juicy? Who was PH upset with? When, Ada, when did you see him upset? On the balcony? Uh, yeah, so I have tried today, but I did have to take some footage down, like the live show that I did this morning. That actually got cut off. I don't know whether that got cut off because I was, I was doing a live show when it was on TV, which is a bit cheeky. I never thought of it that way. I was just thinking of sharing a special day with my community. Um, oh, okay, it's been unhappy all throughout. I'll have a look at that. What I pick up with that, Ada, is that I feel that Meghan, although at first it's a novelty to have somebody who's strong and characterful, and who comes across as a very powerful woman, because the powerful woman will know what she wants by being directive. I think that's really a bit of a turn on at first. I've got a really outspoken female who is very kind of powerful. She's got powerful friends. Oh, am I not lucky? Look at her; she's amazingly attractive, and she wants to be with me. I think this is what Harry was happy with this at first, and she can be a bully. She can be bossy. And we know that anyway, that the way that she treats her staff. But now she's starting to treat Harry like this, guys. She's starting to treat Harry like really quite bossy, like she would treat her staff. And I think that's Meghan's downfall. Yeah, I do feel she's got NPD. I feel it's her downfall that she actually becomes quite firm and aggressive with her partners in the end. And then, it's like, it's a bit of a high at first because, I've got this powerful woman who's bossing all her staff around. She knows exactly what she wants. She's going to get it, And she got the prince, you see. And Prince Harry did not think in a million years that she would actually start to treat him that way. And I feel this is what's happening. And I feel that's why you can see him, because being with a narcissist is so draining, so draining. They pretend to be so lovely at first, and the true colours start to come out. I think she's just very kind of I don't bossy, quite bossy, but it comes across as I get Harry is quite sensitive, and he would take that as listening to that every day of this sharp tone of voice, and it feels like they're losing. There's actually no love there, and it's just a matter of a contract. Then you would get fed up with that. You would get fed up with being told what to do. And that would start to grind you down, guys. And in fact, it's okay for those staff members because they can just leave. They can just leave. But Harry can't, you see, because now they've got a baby. She's possibly pregnant again. So it's yeah, and then she can use that race card. I do get this kind of comment from her. What did you expect, Harry? What did you expect? But she did have a sharp tongue when she was talking to the staff, and it was not directed at Harry, and he didn't kind of mind that. He didn't kind of mind that, okay. But now it's kind of been directed at him. It kind of does kind of wear you down. It wears you down. It grinds you down on a daily basis. And that's what it's meant to do. You know, that's what it's meant to do. It's to slowly erode your kind of self-esteem and make you feel, well, you're easy to control if you've got a low self-esteem. Now, this is not anything. This is not anything clever or anything. It's a mental illness when somebody is like this, that they have to have somebody as a victim. If it's not their staff, if it's not people around her, then it will be her partner, okay. I don't feel that. The card that I pull out here is conflict. I think Harry is starting to shout back at her, and because of her sharp tone. At first he would look at her gone out, like saying to her, "What, you're talking to me? What are you Megan? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me in that?" And she go, "Well, what do you expect? You know, what do you expect?" And she's acting a bit like, intuitively, what I pick up is like some kind of New York diva. I don't know New York. I don't know New York divas, but I get some kind of New York diva, and I'm not from America, but what's coming through here is like a New York diva. And I am getting Mrs. Edward and Mrs. Simpson. Whether she was quite harsh in nature and used to put Edward in his place. It's quite similar to that. She's like, she's got a very, I think that's what's made her successful, is that when she sees something that she wants, she is so amazingly understanding, articulate, intelligent. She will stand up and she'll speak out and be very confident and actually get what she wants and be very like a power person. On the other hand, and that, I think that's very appealing at first for somebody like Harry, and the sex and all of that kind of thing, and the flattery. So when that's kind of, you know, she's gone through all her staff and she's got nobody to bully and send off packing, it would be the partner. I think it would be the partner in the end anyway, after so many years. I mean, she can't hide that kind of temperament forever. I do get rages. I get rages. I think Harry's been brought up to be polite. You know, he's been brought up as a royal, so he's been brought up with all the manners, and when she's dictating, he cannot believe he cannot believe what she's saying. Or he will say, "Oh, was that directed at me, or was that a joke, or," and you know, that kind of thing. So that is why he's not happy, is because he's been hoodwinked in a way by somebody who's very kind of bossy and gets her way by being, you know, over assertive, also into kind of, kind of the way she bosses people about. It's like that everybody is her slave, a servant. And since she became a royal, that got worse, I feel. And she talks to Harry like it. that's why he's not happy, because he's a royal, and he should be the one that gets. But he wouldn't dream of talking to down to somebody like that, even if they were lower than him. Harry wouldn't dream of talking down to somebody like that. And you see, Meghan doesn't get that. Meghan doesn't get that at all. She thinks, wow, I can talk to people how the hell I want to talk to them, because you know why? Because I'm a royal now, and I've got as much power as I want, and that's how she sees it. And even the royals don't see it like that. It's somebody who's hungry for power. So I think power's gone to her head. That what she's doing now is talking to. I mean, crikey, he's quite a handsome chap, isn't he? When he's on his horse and that kind of thing. What is she thinking? I think Meghan. I don't even feel that any of these soldiers here, any of these guardsmen who are riding these horses here would even be want to be with Meghan. That's how I feel here. So let's have a look at your comments, because it does seem to, we go off a bit, off track here, don't we, with all of this? White Warrior Princess. Yes, I agree. It's a bit like she's pretty out of control right now, but then Harry can also get out of control at times, but she's definitely the diva, and she feels like she's the queen. Well, of course she feels like she's the queen. I mean, if she's not the Queen of England, she certainly feels like she's a queen, all right. The only thing that's stopping her from expressing that queenship is that she's got the Queen watching her. If she didn't have the Queen watching her, she would be lording it around. Believe me, she would be lording it around. In fact, I feel she does do that when she's not in public. So, okay, guys, I'm going to say thank you for being here. And I just thought I'd do a catch up with you guys. What time is it? So I've actually been on here about an hour now, so that's quite some time. But I'll just finish off with some of your comments. Let's have a look. There's so many biracial in the world in this day and age. He could have chose someone better and have a very good family background. That's right. That's right. Yeah, because if it's a fashion to be with some kind of some biracial who wants to have a queen, have a crown on her head, at least get somebody like Michelle Obama, who's got an amazing kind of family, has been to like Princeton and Harvard and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it kind of, the mind boggles. I feel that Harry was told that this is what she has, a degree. She has all these accolades. I do feel that Harry was told a few lies about Meghan, and she's got all these friends in high places. I don't think he even bothered to even look at her family because of the Obamas being her friend, and also lots of powerful people being her friend. So I doubt if although he should have He should have there and then just checked this out for us, get somebody to investigate. I think William did, and what he found was pretty shocking. And that's when he told Harry, you do realise what you're doing here, don't you, Harry? Which he went ballistic because he'd already fallen in lust with Meghan, and it was a bit too late then. He was on a high, wasn't he, with all that pheromones rushing round. So a difficult one, really. I don't even feel that the royal family would have been happier if it wasn't if it hadn't have been Meghan, in all honesty. But then again, I feel that they didn't realise that it would get this complicated. Okay, hops and hens. So does that mean there really was a surrogate? She couldn't possibly have given birth on the 6th. No. If she's pregnant, she must have got pregnant when she was supposed to be pregnant with Archie, and there's no possible way that could happen. Anne, you are playing. Let's have a look. Anne, you are playing with those cards again, Yvonne. You need to flip one. They are trying to tell you something, lol. What? In what way? Tell me. What do you mean they're trying to tell me something? In what way? No, I've actually got my own cards here, so I do switch them a bit around here. I do. I don't think you're supposed to switch them around too much, especially if you actually do like your deck and you're attached to it. But anyway, you've got your own kind of thoughts on that. So yeah, I know. I keep getting these energies through all the time. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, what's the problem with showing us Archie? That I feel this all points to signs that I can't be. I'm not 100%. Don't forget, this is intuitive. Okay, everything points to that she got pregnant while somebody was pregnant with Archie, and now they then introduce this baby to the. I'm watching this carriage with Camilla here, and she will not. She's averting her eyes away from even looking at Meghan. God knows what she thinks of her. So I'm just watching these carriages, and it's like Camilla is deliberately trying not to look at Meghan. She can't stand her, can she? I think she's even had been flirting with Charles. I think that's why Camilla doesn't like her, because Camilla's like, she knows what a flirting woman is because she used to flirt around Charles when he was married to Diana. So, she knows what that woman's about. I feel that Camilla doesn't like her. I do. So anyway, yeah, I'm still watching this footage here of the highlights. Yeah, the highlights of today. And let's have a look at some of the comments here. Yeah, I just caught my eye there with Camilla in the carriage with with Meghan, and it was like, oh my, it was like she was so desperately not trying not to look, catch her eye. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. She's trying to avoid getting anything to do with her, I think. I feel that as well the way she treated Kate, although she sat in the carriage with Kate. She sat in the carriage with Kate, so I don't kind of get that. Um, okay, Robin, all the while we get to see the Cambridge's children in all of their glory, fully alive, fully animated, and looking like real live children. has no excuse to not show Archie. Well, she has, because we're going to say, that kid can sit up in your arms, and that baby it looks about 3 months old because it's holding its back up. There's no way that baby's only like a month old. That's why. It's because the baby's older than what they're saying. Yeah, I think they've made mistakes. They should have introduced that baby as soon as they got that baby, but they didn't want to, did they? It's nothing to do with anybody else. It's our baby. We're not in line to the throne. We can do what we like, we can do what we like. We're not in line to the throne. But when it comes to the crunch, the public want to know what's going on. Yeah, and I just feel, yeah, and now it looks like to me, and I tried my pendulum to see, is she pregnant? And when I did my pendulum this morning, it said I got like, if she stands in the back with somebody directly in front of her, hiding her belly, and if she actually comes on the balcony in some kind of baggy kind of dress, like a maternity dress, then I said, this is before we even saw it, I said, then I feel she's pregnant. And what does she do? She comes on, she's told to go to the other side of the balcony, to stay away on the other side of the balcony. She stands behind this boy who covers up her belly area, and when the boy moves out of the way a bit, she moves to the left to make sure that this boy is directly in front of her, and with a maternity dress on. So make your own conclusions. She's not even stood. Actually, she came very last minute. I don't see her on the balcony where the family are waiting for her. I really don't see. I feel that Princess Anne was saying, go and stand behind somebody. I feel that's what she was saying. I feel that Princess Anne was saying, don't stand there. Somebody will see you. Go and stand behind someone. Is that how it looked? Because when she came onto the balcony, when she walked on the balcony, is that how it looked? Because I didn't see that. Did it look as if Princess Anne was saying, don't stand there, you need to stand behind someone? If that's the case, then I need to look at that footage. Oh, she was told to be low key. Okay, well that's a bit that's a bit suspicious. Yeah, actually, I heard some booing when they first came on the balcony. I don't know what that was about. No, I didn't see that bit. Um, I don't understand. Well, what I understand from this is that there is some, I feel there is some bipolar, but the royal family possibly think, well, Harry's kind of a bit like that, Harry's got a little bit of, not severe, I think it's more borderline kind of um, bipolar. It's not a full shilling, but I think maybe they're thinking, well, Harry's not no full shilling, really. So in a way, okay, Alexandra, yeah, I do get it's but people say that she was brought up properly. She went to good schools, but then you get some more kind of footage that says that that Samantha was into black magic. So would you allow your kids to be running around all night long with she said no, we had boyfriends all night, out all night with boyfriends. I thought to myself, I don't think I was allowed to be all night with boyfriends in a way at that age. Never mind the old black magic thing going on at the same time. I think you have to kind of, do you feel that Meghan may have told lies about her upbringing to make herself look good? I feel there might have been a few lies there. Um, Yeah, going to Robin, going to good schools does not make one respect tradition. Our Hollywood culture has no respect for the normal things we respect in life. Yeah, yeah, there's some oddity there, isn't there? It kind of makes your mind boggle, guys. It makes your mind boggle how this fits in with the royal family. It just doesn't fit with the royal. I feel it's what I feel is somebody has lied here to actually get their foot in the door, and I feel this is Meghan who has lied. Acted her way into the royal family to get her foot in the door. But the royal family are not stupid. How dare you treat us like we're stupid? And also everybody else in the world respects the royal family. Wouldn't dream of going against any kind of rules around the royal family. Look at all those guards. They, like I said, they polish their buckles, they polish their buttons, they polish their helmets, they polish their shoes. Everything, as you should be able to see your face in it. That's the kind of respect that the royal family expect. Not so what I feel intuitively is that actually Meghan did a lot of acting when she entered the royal family. And I feel that the royal family were duped. I feel the royal family were duped by this person who acted to get their foot in the door. Now they've got their foot in the door. It's a typical narcissistic trait is to pretend to be who you're not and mirror everybody about you and even study these people around you. Um, so look at this. This just shows you today how big this is. With all this pageantry here, all these horses, all these expert, um, guardsmen, um, who are very, very proud to be serving the Queen. these and Meghan has lied her way into. I feel it's a lie. It's a big lie. I feel she has acted her way through. She's told somebody. She's lied to somebody who's told somebody else the lie, and then the lie has got back to has got back to Harry that she is, she is an amazing person. She's got a great family and all of this. And by the time that Harry had got kind of involved with Meghan, because she would have been friends with Michelle Obama. I mean, that is impressive. If she's on the phone or they go and visit Michelle Obama as friends, or even if the Obamas fix those people up as a blind date, or whoever got them fixed up, I feel this is where this was misconstrued, because I feel that Harry thought, crikey, a powerful woman like Michelle Obama, who's very articulate, who's very, very powerful, who is very kind of supportive to her own husband, who was president of the United States. I think this woman has got something here. This is an amazing woman, that she's interested in the same things as Michelle Obama. And I think that she may have got her way in like that, because if you look at the engagement interview, she's saying, oh, we found out we got, we had the same interests, we had the same the same beliefs, like all these humanitarian causes, and we just kind of it just kind of clicked together, and we learned that we had a lot in common, and it just went from there. Really, what do you think, guys? What do you think? Well, at the engagement, I think that Harry would have been taken in with all of this. Friends with friends with. I mean, where else could you get a great recommendation if it's not like the president of the United States or the ex-president of the United States? If somebody gives that person a great recommendation, like, yeah, she's a good person, she's very caring, she's very articulate, and all of this kind of thing. But not knowing the real story about her family, kind of going on her friends, Meghan's friends, rather than her core kind of values and her core beliefs as grown, because you form your personality when before you're 12 years old. You form your personality before you're 12 years old, and if you've not formed your personality by then, you go through life just faking it. You go through life just faking it. And if she says, like, I'm like Michelle Obama, she's my great friend, and all this kind of thing, and then Harry gets to know about her dysfunctional family. Well, it's too late when there's already a child there, and it's a bit too late. He didn't want to be the spare, did he? He didn't want to be the only single prince in the Buckingham Palace. I think that Harry wanted to get married. and have children, and and you know, the president of the United States of America kind of recommended this Meghan, and so did Michelle Obama. What you know, what a great recommendation, you know. And then the sex, you know, the gymnastics in the bedroom, great body, having these great friends, being very confident. Um, yeah, so let's have a look at your comments here because I'm still kind of watching this, and they're just coming onto the balcony here. It's like a repeat of this morning. I'm just going to have a look at that, see if I can see that them coming onto the balcony. I can see Meghan coming on. She's in the middle of the crowd, and she's I don't see Princess Anne doing that. Anything to. Oh yeah, she did kind of. Yeah, she did push her away. It was like a little push away. There was a little push away from. Well, that's kind of putting her in a place in a way. You know, you go to that side of the balcony. I think that's all that Anne was doing. Yeah, you know, you go over there. That's where you're supposed to be. And she's kind of she was shuffling herself in the middle of the crowd. You know, I don't know. I'm looking at the footage, and it seems like I don't know anybody else feels this, but it seems like Meghan is an empty shell, and she's trying to talk to people, and it's not authentic. You know, it's like she doesn't fit, and the way she's smiling, she's trying to obviously told to smile and try and get along with people. I think that was told before they went on the balcony there. Um, but I get thank you for joining us, guys, for this evening live show. But watching them on the balcony, actually, the Queen was shivering there. Queen was shivering because it was a bit chilly up there, I think. Um, and that's it. They've not shown much of Meghan. They've just shown, um, you know, the Queen and the cameras. BBC, I think, have been told, you've got the rights to do. We want the cameras on Kate and William and the children. We want a positive image of the royal family, and you know, they look very proud with the Queen, and yeah, the cameras were focused. The BBC were focused definitely on Kate and William and Louis, and you know, all kind of waving and laughing. And I do feel that they've been told to not put the cameras on Meghan, and only the BBC have rights to do this. And there has been lots of people have had to take down any kind of footage that they have that's not right. They're trying to control this, guys. The royal family are trying to control this, trying to keep it away. They're going to be going to the United States soon, so they're trying to keep the cameras off Meghan. You know, you need to come onto the balcony, but you need to stand behind somebody. You need to keep out of the way. And I feel that Harry is upset by it, but he has to go with what the royal family say. And so Yeah, so I get the very kind of limited camera shots of Megan, and I'm going to kind of leave it there, guys, because um, yeah, I feel that there has been words. I feel she's been. I feel this maternity leave. I feel it's more that she's been in hiding. I do feel Archie's a lot older than what he is. Um, I'm kind of every time I do a reading, I pick up that she's pregnant, and so I don't even feel that we would know about that if she was pregnant. They'd probably lie about the dates over that too. In fact, they'd probably say in July or something. Oh, unexpectedly, Megan is pregnant again, and they didn't expect it, and she's pregnant again. So in that way, she would only have, say, maybe 4 or 5 months to go with the pregnancy. They would have to cover up, wouldn't they? Another kind of 5 months. So we'll keep our ears open if Megan suddenly gets pregnant, surprisingly gets pregnant again, which would be July, wouldn't it? I mean, they wouldn't even if they could get away with it for June, even. But that's a bit too close, isn't it? To May. But you never know with Meghan and Harry. Um, they could say, "Oh, unexpectedly, Meghan's pregnant," and then get people are going to say, "What? You've had sex already after the 6th of May? You're straight into bed having sex." So that's kind of, but that's the kind of thing that they would try to cover that up with, and make out that even after she's had the baby. Well, at that point, she would be on maternity leave, wouldn't she? She'd be on maternity leave. So then they could use that as an excuse, the maternity leave. So, okay, guys, I'm going to call it a night now. I've been on here most of the day. So I hope that you've enjoyed the special about Trooping the Colours, and all the videos that I've put up for you to enjoy, and all of the live chat. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I've had a great day, but very busy with this. And I hope that you've all had a lovely day too, a lovely Saturday. And I'm going to go and get myself possibly a glass of wine and have a look in the freezer, see what I've got nice to eat. And I don't think there's any chance of going out for a walk because there's thick black clouds out there hanging over. It looks like that, that it's going to be a storm or something. So I don't think I'm going to be going out. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you've enjoyed my videos. Please, please donate if you want to donate for today. I have put a donation in the description boxes of some of the videos that I've put out today. If not, please share, please subscribe, and please like. And thank you. Have a great day and great evening. And yes, I'm going to get myself a glass I'm going to crack open a nice bottle of red, I think. Thank you for being here. I think the health regime is going to start tomorrow. Now, because this has been the Trooping of the Colours, guys, I'm not going to be coming on live tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to have a day off. I think I need it. I normally take the days off on a Saturday. So I'm going to take a day off tomorrow because I've put plenty of videos up today. So have a great day tomorrow. Have a great day today. And bye everyone. And bye for now. I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.